Good evening, people. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. The name is Mikey Reyes.
We give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Sam Corrales. And in tonight's game plan, we'll talk about Gilas Pilipinas' gold medal finish, and we'll also wrap up our SEA Games coverage. Plus, we'll celebrate the 100-day mark until the FIBA World Cup returns to Manila.
Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. As the curtains draw on the 32nd Southeast Asian Games, we're joined by Paulo Del Rosario live from Phnom Penh, Cambodia to give us a wrap-up of the Philippine campaign. What's up, Pao?
Mikey, Sam. Sam, it's great to see you on camera instead of behind the scenes. Well, the 32nd Southeast Asian Games finally draws to a close here tonight. The opening ceremony, closing ceremony rather, will take place at the Maradok Tayo Stadium here in Phnom Penh. And this formally ends a 2-week period of intense competition, which saw the Philippines end up in 5th in the total medal tally with a grand total of 58 gold medals for the country. That is an improvement from the 52 gold haul back in 2021. Now, the Philippines does finish a ranking lower than 2021, but this could be attributed to Cambodia's sudden surge from a total of 9 gold medals back in 21 to a total of 81 as the host nation. Now, Vietnam reigns as overall champions, while Thailand and Indonesia follow. The next edition of the Biennial Meet will take place in 3 regions in Thailand in the year 2025. Now, it is expected that the regional games will be limited to just 4 events, while extra attention will be given to the Olympic and Asian events. Mikey, Zach.
Pao, what a great campaign it has been for Team Philippines, and we do miss you here in the studio, but you're doing great work there in the SEA Games. So let's take a look back at, your personal experience covering all of our athletes. I know this one is close to your heart. Let's talk about EJ Obiena and his historic run in the rain. Can you describe the atmosphere in that moment, Pao?
It was a rainy night for EJ Obiena when he broke the SEA Games record to win the gold medal. He came up against tough competition against Thailand. I had the privilege to literally be beside him on the field at certain parts of the competition due to where the photographers were allowed to be. And being close to EJ and seeing him succeed the way he did, despite all the conditions that we had, it was rainy, just like what we have right here in my background right now in Phnom Penh. And just to see him overcome all of that and just assert his dominance as a world-class athlete in the Southeast Asian Games stage was something I believe is a privilege for me to be a part of. And of course, he jetted off to Italy straight away the next day just to make sure that he keeps at the top condition of a world-class athlete. Sam.
Well, great to see the success again by one of our golden boys, EJ Obiena. But what about those boxers, Pao? I mean, what is the future looking like? So many gold medals coming from combat sports in general. What's the future looking like in those events for us?
Well, for boxing, as you all know, that we are world-class boxers. Nine gold medal matches there, and we only end up with 4 gold. But then a lot of those silver medalists were players that they did not expect to reach the finals in the first place. A lot of them were there to gain experience. And so trying to get younger as a group is our boxing team and trying to build up the credentials to be world-class athletes in the future. So as what you can see here, this is just a stepping stone to what they want to be in the future. And of course, the athletes that did get the gold are already Olympic athletes, are already athletes that compete at the high level, in the world level. So it is expected for them to put on a showing that they did. Now, for the other combat sports, like you mentioned, it was great to see Arnis being featured here for the third time since 2019, and rather since 2015. So it's always great to see Arnis take a stage here. And of course, our karate athletes as well as our taekwondo athletes coming up with a surge of gold medals throughout the campaign. Mikey.
Uwi ka na, Pao. Miss ka na namin.
Alam mo, I want to go home. I cannot wait. Mainit ko dito. Parang pante-Cambodia na ako. And I can't wait to see what happens when I come back and just be in the studio and around you guys again.
Of course, Pao, you'll be in this chair soon. But once again, congratulations to you and Team Philippines. Laban Pilipinas, Laban Paulo Del Rosario. Stay tuned, guys, because after the break, we'll talk about the redemption story of Gilas Pilipinas in the 2023 Southeast Asian Games. Stay tuned, you're watching The Game.
are 100 days away until the biggest basketball event happens in the Philippines. That's also 100 days until the FIBA Basketball World Cup is held in partner host countries Japan and Indonesia. And joining us tonight to talk about what's in store and the build-up for the FIBA World Cup is JMC Operations Head Mr. John Lucas and Deputy Event Director of the Philippines Local Organizing Committee, Ms. Erica D. Sir John, Ms. Erica, thank you for joining us.
Hello.
How excited are we, Sir John? How excited are we after the draw? What was your initial thoughts knowing now which are the teams that will participate here in the other countries, and what was this like just behind the scenes?
Well, 16 of the top 30 teams will be coming and play here in Manila. There are two venues for the group phase. They are the Smart Araneta Coliseum and of course the SM Mall of Asia. No? Of course, we're all excited for Gilas Pilipinas, who's actually part of Group A. They'll be playing at Araneta. They'll be playing against Angola, Dominican Republic, Italy, no? And of course, we have China, we have Serbia. You can imagine all these NBA stars. Even, of course, in Group C, in Mall of Asia Arena, you have Team USA. Yes, and then you have Greece, right? And then you have Lithuania also here. You know? So really big teams and all exciting teams. And imagine 16 of the top 32 teams no, be playing here.
And that's right, you're seeing on your screens the groups that will be competing in that event. And I'm sure, Miss Erica, you guys have been busy behind the scenes, really preparing since the draw last April. So can you tell us exactly about the preparations that have been made? What can we look forward to?
Sure. Well, right after the draw, we had our federation workshops, and that's where each of the teams that were drawn to our venues here had a chance to take a look at the competition venues, the hotels they would be staying at, and also the practice venues. And ever since then, they've been liaising with the LOC on matters regarding accommodations, like what kind of rooms they would be needing, how many rooms, what kind of food they wanted us to serve to their players. So it's been a lot of interaction between the federations, and we've also been preparing for our transportation requirements. I think transportation is the single most biggest logistical area that we have to deal with, especially in our country. I'm sure you guys won't disagree with me.
Of course.
So a lot of liaising with government agencies as well. And this end of June, we're actually preparing an event-wide simulation.
It's going to be a very busy next few months for all of us. But I just want to talk about this as basketball fans. We're all basketball fans. We all know what kind of basketball country this is. And we all know, you brought it up earlier, mga NBA teams, NBA players ang darating. Who are we most excited to see? Because I'm sure you're going to be there, you're going to watch every single game ng mga NBA player. Who are the guys that you personally want to see?
Well, for me, I'm looking forward to really seeing Giannis of Greece, right? Of course, Team USA will be another attraction for me, no? How about you?
Miss Erica?
It's the same. I mean, it's always interesting to see who the US is going to send with the amount of talent that they have there. So we're all, waiting for that lineup. We do know that Steve Kerr is coaching them, so we expect a number of, the players from the Warriors to be here. If I'm not mistaken.
May oras sila. May oras sila mag-prepare.
Yes,
Kasi
correct,
right?
All of us here are getting hyped. You just mentioned the Warriors and Team USA, and I'm sure the fans watching at home would want to know, how they can attend the biggest basketball event, which is going to be coming to Manila. How can they buy tickets?
Of course, the best way to experience the World Cup is watching the games live, right? And again, right now we are selling passes already. We're selling actually the day pass and the 2-day pass and follow my team for all the teams that we're playing here. These are really available not only locally but internationally, because right now fans outside of the country are also buying all these passes. So we're looking at day pass, selling it starting next month. So we're actually, all these passes will be giving you opportunities not only to watch one game, but 2 games or maybe 4 games, right? So they can just go to the FIBA.com website where they can really get the tickets and the passes.
Oh yeah, those tickets will be highly, hahanapin yan. But Sir John, Miss Erica, alam kong busy next 100 days. Thank you for giving us tonight.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing the latest on the FIBA World Cup. Once again, that is a wrap for the game. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sam Corrales.
I'm Mikey Reyes, and this has been The Game.